We are officially live streaming on Twitch and Rumble, and we're getting ready to connect to YouTube. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome back to the O Show. Everything crypto every single day. And no, Solana is not going anywhere, any way, shape, or form. There has been a lot of FUD regarding Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, really the entire crypto markets because it's crypto. There's drama nonstop. But I'm here to tell you, in my personal opinion, I do not think Solana is going anywhere. I think it will just be fine. I don't think Ethereum is going anywhere. It will just be fine. The crypto markets, most of these coins will be okay. Not all of them. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the reality of Solana, the unlock that's happening with that, kind of a recap of what happened this weekend. As always, do not get involved with Kanye West's meme coin. If you decide to do that, you will probably lose money. There's a small chance you can make money, but the chances of you losing money are extravagant. It will happen. Do what you want to do. I support your decision to think critically and ethically for yourself, but at the same time, I just have to remind you. Ethereum will be okay. There's some problems with it right now because of the ByBit hack. It's crypto, but there's also some good things about that hack, not necessarily for ByBit. And what else? Oh, we've got Michael Saylor. He bought more Bitcoin, all kinds of stuff. The bull run is not over. This is a really weird part in the market, okay? Very weird stage in the market, but that's okay. That's why you guys have me. I talk everything crypto every single day, and I want to calm you guys down. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Some people might ask, Wendy, why are you not freaked out? Why are you not upset about what's happening in the market? That's because I continue to de-risk almost every single day. Anytime I decide to, shout out to HBAR. We got some HBAR news coming soon, so stick around for that too. But anytime I decide to enter into a project, into an investment, anything, I understand the risk associated. And that's why I always use disposable income. Disposable income. And addition to that, I understand the risk associated with it, and I'm consistently pulling out profits. Sometimes if there are no profits, I might, shut off the position. I might completely exit the position. Shout out to VeChain, HBAR, XRP, Ondo, RWA gems. Yeah, we've been talking a lot about RWA gems. We've been talking about a lot about AI crypto. And there are some good meme coins out there. All of meme coins are not created equal. We'll get into that and talk about it. I don't know what XPR is. Don't really mind about it. I'm more concerned with XRP. We've got some really, really good news. I got to give my channel members a shout out, though. We got to give those that come to the channel a shout out because you guys are freaking amazing. So we have Mr. D, Mr. R, and Mr. Sparkwater. Again, if you want to be a channel member, it's like $3 or $4 a month, and you're basically just supporting me and the show, which I would appreciate. If not, no worries, you don't have to, but it makes my experience a little bit better. So let's go ahead and really kind of get into what we always do, clickbait. Unfortunately on YouTube, you have to do clickbait, guys. You got to do it. And I got my chicken bone broth with my collagen. Actually, the only financial advice you guys will have from me on the show is health is wealth. Take care of your health. Chicken bone broth in the morning. We got our tea bag, lemon, ginger, turmeric, and we also have a scoop of collagen protein powder. And the reason why I'm using a straw is because, shout out to Mr. R from Twitch, but the reason why I'm using a straw because the protein collagen powder I got, instead of using 2 scoops, you just use 1, but it really tastes like protein, and I don't like the way it feels or tastes. So, but you got to do it. Health is wealth. You got to get your protein in the morning. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, I got some, you guys need to stick around until the end because there's lots of stuff. Okay, so Bernstein expects crypto market liquidity to move away from useless meme coins and back to DeFi, gaming, and NFTs. So these are sectors that we should be paying attention to. Shout out to Dino Shark. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. I will go ahead and use that to, I don't know what I'm going to buy, but next time I do a shopping spree at the Dollar Tree, because if you guys know me, you know I love the thrift store. You know I love the Dollar Tree, and Lo and I, we go there every couple weeks. Like we did a shopping spree at the thrift store. I got her the cutest Hello Kitty blanket. It was $6 with 20% off with the coupon, and it's in pretty good condition. I washed it really thoroughly, and it retails for $70, brand new. So I'm super excited about that. But I'll get myself a little something from the Dollar Tree, something from the office. Not sure yet. Do I have anything in the office from the Dollar Tree? I generally do. Anyways, actually, these straws are from the Dollar Tree. It's true. It's health is wealth, man. And like, you got to save money and stuff. Okay. Anyways, these guys over here are Bernstein. They expect crypto market liquidity to move away from useless meme coins and back to DeFi, gaming, and NFTs. So let's go and talk about useless meme coins. What classifies a project as a useless meme coin? So some of my favorite meme coins that actually have utility. I love Squid Grow because we have our DEXs and we've got our silent swap, which again, I'm partnered with them. I've got the link up there for you guys as well. If you want to have privacy transactions, go ahead and use them. They're wonderful. And it actually comes in handy if you're somebody who does value your privacy and somebody who maybe, paying people in crypto and want to protect your privacy. Floki, Dogecoin. Those are projects kind of with valid utility. Like Dogecoin is one of those that was kind of like grandmothered in. And I think it's like, it is what it is. It's a darn meme coin. But there are some projects, meme coin projects that create utility. And Floki is a really great example of it. Same with Squid Grow, because there's actually, it's not just the coin. It's not just the community, even though the community is very important. Shout out to Floki and Squid Grow community. But really there's actually products. There's things that have been created. Okay. So not all meme coins are bad. However, a lot of the meme coins that were created recently on pump.fun, they were scams. They were straight up scams. It is what it is. Like when you're talking about pump and dumping or pulling the liquidity, rug pulling, all that stuff, it's not good. Okay. It's just not good. Do we enter in meme coins in this show? Sometimes we don't. I'll let you guys know. I still hold AI16Z. I really like what they're doing. But Bernstein right here is, and again, we're talking about meme coins that are made on Solana. And this is no shade to Solana at all. I like Solana. I hold Solana. I think Solana is a great competitor of Ethereum. However, a lot of trash was created on Solana. Most of the volume was attributed to meme coins, I believe about 40%. I don't think that Solana is going anywhere anytime soon. I think it's just going through a little bit of a rough time because the chains evolve over time, depending on whatever the meta is, okay? But Bernstein is talking about DeFi, gaming, and NFTs. NFTs will make a comeback, but it's not going to be the same that we saw before. The NFT cycle, last cycle, was a bunch of trash. Absolute trash. Generative art is not art. I'm sorry. I know so many musicians. I know so many real artists that put their soul into creating, writers, etc. A generative piece of art is not art, in my personal opinion. That's just me, though. Okay. So a lot of the stuff with the NFTs, you basically bought this very expensive PFP to get into this little social club, which is kind of dumb. But at the same time, I can understand like why real artists would want to do that. It's a little bit different. And I think that we'll eventually see the NFT space evolve into real world asset is a fancy phrase for NFTs. Basically the same thing. It's an individual token that lives on chain to designate something. So we're going to see NFTs become more legitimized through that, probably through creators, but we're going to need different on-ramps for them. And I think that we will see that. And then they talk about gaming. Gaming is always something we've talked about on the channel too. Like gaming is not going anywhere anytime soon. Gaming is important. Gaming matters. And the reason why gaming matters is it's going to be a multi-trillion-dollar industry. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Like everybody loves games. However, a lot of the blockchain games are just not good enough. They're not, the user experience is not as seamless as just a regular game. And people want that. Like I want to be able to play like, what is it? Bejeweled or Bedazzled, whatever it is on my phone and earn crypto. Like something like that. I want to be able to have access to that. Make sure you guys smash the like and push this out. Push it out. But I would absolutely love, I still hold a moon bag of Gala. Still hold a moon bag of Gala, and I hope they get it together. They're a bit of a hot mess right now. And that's why I make moon bags of things, because I was super, super bullish on them last cycle, but they really haven't been doing what they've set out to do. And that's okay. I still got my nodes. I still got my Gala, and it is what it is. So gaming is going to be massive, but we need a better experience. And then they're talking about DeFi. So I want to read a little bit about the DeFi over here, okay? They also said stablecoins and tokenization expected to drive further investment innovation. Stablecoins are important because it leaves the asset unchanged. Now, when they talk about DeFi, Okay, stable coins and real world assets are NFTs. That's what pisses me off is they're not using the correct verbiage, and that's just my personal opinion. So when we're talking about DeFi is a major player, like old school chains or old school projects like Aave and Comp and that type of stuff. Like DeFi is incredibly important, but it just kind of depends the way they decide to use it. So those are the three sectors. They left AI out though. And then again, we talk about AI projects a lot on the channel. My advice to you is not to ape into AI projects. Join different communities that make sense for you and then see if it's a good fit and then figure out how you can use it. But AI is not going anywhere. So I would say like RWA and NFTs, gaming for sure, DeFi, but in a different way, and AI. That's what I would say for the future of crypto. Meme coins still do matter, but they are going to change a little bit. And meme coins will always be a part of crypto because our damn industry is a damn meme. Okay. Now over here. Hold on. What's on my docket for today? Okay. I think we have the Solana unlock somewhere too. Hold on a second. I want to pull that up. Okay, yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. Canary, HBAR. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere over here. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the current market and see kind of what's going on over here. So everything is down. The reason why Ray is down, we're going to get into, and it has to do with Solana. Yeah, DePIN too. That's another sector too. DePIN. Apologies. Peak Network. They do really cool stuff over here. Ray is down. IP is up. Ray is down is because that's a pool that Pump.Fun was using, and I think they're going to make their own pools, but we'll get to that story in a minute. Now let's go ahead and just do a quick market outlook. And one of the reasons why we're seeing so much nastiness in crypto right now is because Bitcoin is just literally doing sideways. It's going sideways. Like we're literally going from like 91,000 to like 106,000, but really the consolidation range is a little bit tighter, and we can see it from about 98,000 over here to about 94. And it is looking like we may break down, touch 92, 91. So right now, we're not looking too great with Bitcoin, but let's go ahead and do a weekly update over here, right? So last week, we literally just traded at 96,000, swing wick high to 99, to about 93, which is acting as support. But it looks like we are going to break down and probably hit lower levels, maybe 89, 90, which would be not too great. But that's what the chart is looking like right now. However, there's still very bullish things that are happening with Bitcoin. It's just not looking great short term. And again, Arthur Hayes predicted that we might see between $70,000 and $75,000, which would be absolutely horrific for the crypto industry. But at the same time, if we stop at 73,000, it's going to be a great entry to get into a lot of coins, in my personal opinion. Now let's take a look at Ethereum. So when we take a look at Ethereum over here, excuse me. Poor Ethereum was doing really good. We hit a high of 2,800, which was wonderful. And now we dumped and we're hitting about $2,600 over here. If we do lose support at 2,600, I do imagine us to kind of fall to about 25, the lower area over here. Then we've got 24, and then we've got 23 over here. So this is what we're looking at. I hope that we sustain, but right now we got a lot of heavy resistance at about $2,900. And especially with all the ByBit FUD, meh. And now Solana looks like hot garbage. And a lot of people think like, oh my God, the Libra scam coin and the whoever cabal and the Pump.Fun stuff and meme coins is all going to go to zero. Solana's not going to go to zero. It's just going through a phase, and that's why I posted on X. Shout out to Gorgeous Alexandra and Mr. John Germain. It's just going through a phase, and that's okay. This is what happens. Like, we are in a bull market. We are in a super cycle. It's just a really weird stage of the market. You know how teenagers get emotions and those types of stuff? That's what's happening, I think, with Solana. And that's okay. That's okay. Solana did a lot of cool stuff. There's going to be a lot of great building on it. It just needs to regroup. Again, I've talked about Solana under $200 is a buy for me. However, with the chain, looking at the current state of the market, I'm going to look and see where we end up at the end of the week, because right now it is not looking great. Taking a look at the weekly, 124 looks good. If I can get Solana under $100, I'm buying more. But right now, I'm just going to be watching. XRP, poor XRP is not looking super great right now, but that's okay. She's had a gorgeous run up. We had this beautiful run from like 48 cents all the way to 345. And we got a little bit of catching up to do. We got support at $2 and $2.07. Taking a look at the daily, daily's in a downtrend. It does make sense for us to retap on this area at about 207 on the daily. That's kind of what I'm seeing right now. So this part of the cycle is boring. It sucks. Bitcoin's going sideways. It looks like we're going to dump longer. Altcoins are going down. There's not a whole lot of opportunities in meme coins right now. But at the same time, be thankful that you're here. is you might have another opportunity to get in on some of this stuff. Link is getting down to the $15 area over here, which I will be buying more Link when I get a chance. I do like Link a lot, and I think this is going to be a great longer term hold. So that's kind of what we're seeing with the market. $3.4 trillion over here. These cuckoo people call me all the time. But anyways, that's kind of what we're seeing over here. And then we have to go ahead and give a shout out to the partners of the channel today, Merlin Crypto. Again, the ref link is going to be down below if you are interested. Managing your crypto across multiple platforms can be a hassle. And that's where Merlin comes in. Merlin gathers all of your coins into one easy to use dashboard. At merlincrypto.com, you can track the performance of your assets and exchanges no matter where they are stored. Merlin lets you create custom exit strategies and get alerts when your targets are reached, so you know when to sell and capitalize on a bull run. Try it for free for 30 days at merlincrypto.com. And yes, that's merlincrypto.com, the smartest way to track your crypto. Thank you so much, Merlin, for partnering with the O Show, everything crypto, every single day. Thank you so much. And again, you guys, just because I'm talking about acquiring more Link doesn't mean you need to. It doesn't mean you need to. I just personally think that, like, I'm watching Ondo and I'm watching like all of the different ecosystems that Link is a part of, and it just seems like a longer term, safer investment for myself. You guys do what you want to do, but I like Link a lot, okay? I like Link a lot. And I like a lot of the made in USA coins. I do. But let's go ahead and finish the news over here. So, more stuff happening. This is a stupid story, okay? A very, very, very stupid story. And then CoinDesk is just becoming like really like, I've been on Revolve shopping, guys. Just looking at stuff. U.S. Marshals Service can't say how much crypto it holds, complicating Bitcoin reserve plan. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this, okay? Do you know how absurd? Because, you know, Doge is looking into everything. Do you know how absurd it is that government agencies that are funded by our taxpayer dollars cannot find assets, do not have good enough accounting records? And the asset in question that they're talking about is Bitcoin, something that is on a public ledger. They can't find it. We call this a marshmallow face because Lo does it like this, because she's little chubby chips. But anyways, do you understand how insane this is? And the reason why they can't find it is because the previous administration wanted to sell it so they couldn't make a Bitcoin strategic reserve, which is crazy, because why wouldn't you want to make a Bitcoin strategic reserve? It's one of those assets that has been performing immensely well. And to initially start the Bitcoin strategic reserve fund, they were just going to take Bitcoin that was confiscated from people doing bad things. So it wasn't even us. It wasn't even our money. And it's same for the for Doge wanting to give U.S. taxpayers a refund, basically our money back. I know so many families in America that would benefit from $5,000, a $5,000 check of their own money that they paid. Could you imagine? Cuckoo. I want the previous amendment in court and I want it now. That will never happen, unfortunately. And that's why it's very important that you continue to have your voice heard. So that's a little bit of a cuckoo story over here. Cuckoo story. I don't understand why we can't find the crypto, why we can't find the Bitcoin. Makes no damn sense any way, shape, or form. And you want to know what's interesting about it? Okay. Hold on. So let's go ahead and read the little titty bitties here. So U.S. Marshal cannot accurately track its seized crypto assets, includes Bitcoin holdings. David Sachs is exploring the idea of a national crypto reserve, which could stop the government from liquidating seized crypto assets. And again, why not? If it's seized crypto assets that they're not really paying for, that has been confiscated, why not put it in why not put it in? It should hold on to it long term or whatever. The Marshal Service has been using Excel spreadsheets for asset tracking, which is insane. I have to pay so much money to file my taxes properly. Could you imagine if you're doing your crypto taxes and you're reporting to the IRS and you tell them, you're like, I don't know where my crypto is? and they have a dress from last cycle and they're like, hey, you owe X, Y, and Z. That's like the insanity that they're doing is ridiculous, and you should be mad. This had raised concerns about potential billion-dollar mistakes. They lost control of 2 Ethereum wallets in 2022. Loomis deposed DOG's plan to sell 69,370 Bitcoin worth around $6.6 billion, citing concerns over a rushed liquidation before a new administration. The Marshal Service gave contracts to Coinbase to manage the seized assets. Critics argue USMS lacks fundamental knowledge about digital assets, treating them like boats or real estate, failing to track forks and underestimating custody costs. Do you understand how atrocious this is for the American people? Like, if they can't, crypto is on a public ledger. The fact that they can't account where a lot of these assets went, even though like platforms like Arkham, people like you guys can figure it out, but they can't. Can you imagine how many other things that they have dropped the ball on? Seriously. It's not looking good. And this isn't a very upsetting story when it does come to Bitcoin. Over here. Update: Montana's Bitcoin reserve has been rejected by the House lawmakers over concerns about speculation with taxpayer dollars. The bill now is effectively dead. This is kind of crazy to me, and I think it probably wasn't written properly, but the representatives voted 41 to 59 against a Bitcoin reserve bill. It proposed using up to $50 million of state funds for investments in stablecoins, previous metals, and Bitcoin. Supporters argued it could yield better returns than traditional bonds. Some lawmakers raised concern about Bitcoin's speculative nature and volatility. Advocates see it as a hedge against inflation and a way to diversify state reserves. Similar proposals in states are gaining traction. Countries like Switzerland, Brazil, Japan, and Russia are considering Bitcoin as a reserve asset. The terrible thing about this here is I think the bill was probably just wrote really poorly. And I understand why they don't want, I understand what the issue is, so they need to rewrite it and re-push it through. But you know what? And it's crazy because Montana is a really pro-crypto place, but there had to have been verbiage in there. There had to have been something in there that wasn't good. So we don't know all the titty ditties, bitties, but we'll figure it out. I think another state will come up with something. Where to get Kanye? If you get Kanye or if you get Yecoin or whatever it is, you're probably going to lose money. I don't think that it's launched yet, and would never tell you where to get it, because it just, the fact that you're even asking about it is a little bit ridiculous. So have fun trading, have fun getting rugged on that, have fun supporting somebody who supports the diddler. Cool, good for you, proud of you. Anyways, that's effectively happened with that. Also, too, Michael Saylor it wasn't Michael Saylor. It was more so, it wasn't Michael Saylor. Where is it? Hold on. Strategy now owns 49,096 Bitcoin worth $47.5 billion. Strategy dollar cost average into Bitcoin higher. And I posted that earlier. So Michael's strategy is buying more Bitcoin. And again, the way that they buy Bitcoin, they buy it with debt. They release traditional financial products to raise capital. It's literally a Ponzi. And this is why it's so important that retail investors get the same access to these products and services that accredited investors get. Because it's not fair for one side of the pond to stay wealthy and us to have to struggle. If you don't know about the accredited investor laws, then you need to look into them. Okay. Now, let's talk about ByBit really quick. Okay. Latest update for ByBit. Has already fully closed the ETH gap. New audited proof of reserve report will be published to show that ByBit is again back at 100% one-to-one on client assets through Miracle Tree Stay Turn. So then this came from a post from Look On Chain. Since being hacked, ByBit has received 446,000 Ethereum, 1.23 billion through loans, whale deposits, and Ethereum purchases. Ben just posted this audited proof of reserves to actually show that they have the proof of reserves to do what needed to be done. Now, the difference between FTX and ByBit is that after the whole contagion with FTX and the crypto contagion, it really forced the community to get after these centralized exchanges and say, you know what, if you want our business, we want Miracle Tree, we want proof of reserves, we want X, Y, and Z. And Hacken actually did the audits, which is a very reputable company, did the audits for ByBit. So even though they did have to get loans and move money around, et cetera, which that does happen because nobody just has all this money sitting in one spot, they were able to do it, and they were able to be incredibly transparent about it. And the difference between ByBit and FTX is that they're held to different standards, which is crazy because we had somebody like Gary Gensler that was at the SEC that let all the FTX stuff just happen and get cuckoo crazy, right? But with that being said, ByBit handled it incredibly well. Should you keep your coins on exchanges? No, unless you're actively trading. But if you do decide to keep your crypto on exchanges, you need to read the terms of services and understand not your keys, not your coins. A good idea is potentially using a centralized exchange like crypto.com or Femex. I've got the links down below. And then transferring it to cold storage. Or if you're somebody who wants to trade, then you leave it on the exchange and then you assume that if something happens with the exchange, you lose your funds. But it's really nice to see this type of transparency in crypto. And the crazy thing about it is, could you imagine the US government doesn't know where billions of crypto is, but ByBit was able to show, hey, we've got proof of reserves. Maybe our public servants can learn a little bit from exchanges like ByBit and Kraken and Gemini and Coinbase and all of that. Pretty pathetic stuff, if you ask me. Now, Jesse Powell from Kraken posted this, and I like his content a lot. He went ahead and posted, does anyone have a breakdown of what's happening with the 80% loan, covered the stolen ETH, blah, 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 blah. But we're also, I'm going to go ahead and read you the titty bitties over here. So ByBit replaced the 1.4 billion in stolen ETH from the hack. A new proof of reserves audit will be published soon to verify client assets remain at 1-to-1 ratio. ByBit received ETH from loans, whale deposits, and purchases. Big purchases of Ethereum were made from Galaxy Digital, Falcon, and Wintermute via OTC deals. ByBit linked wallets also purchased 300 million in Ethereum through centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. And despite 5.3 billion in withdrawals, ByBit's reserves still exceed liabilities, according to the Hackett by Hacken. ByBit's total assets are 10.9 billion, and they also launched a recovery program with rewards. So if you're somebody who's able to obtain some of these coins that were stolen by NK, they're giving you 10%. Good luck. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. So a little bit more drama too. Crypto exchange EXCH denied the L word for NK from the recent 1.4 billion ByBit hack, saying all of its funds are safe and operations unimpacted by the hacks. It was just a big drama between them. I don't really want to cover it because it's kind of boring. Also too, over here, you guys, this is a really, the founder of BitMining posted a really great post here, okay? He says, if a bank were to be hacked for 1.4 billion, they would freeze withdrawals, inform the government, set up an inquiry commission, years of investigation, customers standing in queue, branches closed, competitors getting advantage. ByBit exchange hacked. CEO came live, industry united, competitors lend support, 1 hour and everything is back to normal. Industry itself is tracking and freezing, zero withdrawal pending, and this is what they don't like crypto. This is probably one of the most powerful posts over the weekend when it comes to X. Okay. And the reason why is because they're 100% right. Because God forbid God forbid something like this happen to a bank, which again, banks and other entities, anytime there is a hack or a data breach, they don't have to tell you that same day. There's laws that were created that say that they have to tell you by a certain time. So all your data and everything is completely gone, and the internet moves so fast. So do you understand how crazy that is? Good morning, gamer. Do you understand? You understand how insane that is? Cuckoo, right? Well, that's the truth. He's 100% correct. And we would have to wait. And again, people are like, oh, banks are safe because of FDIC insurance. Guess what? If there's a massive hack like that, you think you're getting your money first? They're going to go to their richest clients and they're going to reimburse them first, number one. Number two, you have to file a claim. And FDIC only covers like 2% of all deposits nationwide. You ain't getting nothing back. You're going to have to wait months, years. Heck, look at the LA fires. Look at all the red tape put in place and how hard it's been for people to rebuild. And you want to know what they're doing in LA? And my mom and I were actually talking about this on Sunday. So what they're doing in LA. So they allowed people to finally go back to what was their house at one point. So they allowed that. And what they're doing is they're taking the debris from the burned down houses, which and a lot of these are older houses, especially those ones in Eaton. That's Altadena. It's a very old community that has asbestos and all these other chemicals that were not allowed to, that have been like banned now. So they're taking that. They're bringing it, I believe Eaton goes to Irwindale Speedway, and then Palisades goes to Will Rogers Beach. So they're bringing all of the debris and the toxins and the poisons from one site to the next site to sort it. They're letting it sit there, so they're contaminating other neighborhoods, and then they're going to bring it to the place, which that's how that works here. So if these people, and this is the reason why I bring it up, is because of the atrociousness and the atrocious behavior of the public servants and all this red tape and the BS. And you know, everybody's getting kickbacks. ASMR. And I've been drinking these like crazy. I don't know if these are unhealthy for you, but there's no calories and no sweetener, and it gets my craving for the soda. I don't know. Do you guys drink these, the LaCroix? But I like them. So tell me if that's unhealthy for me or if I'm going to get fat drinking those. Yeah, Gamer, we just covered that, and I agree with you. It is concerning they didn't pass it, but there was probably verbiage in it that wasn't good. Now, breaking. Just so you guys know, several Now4 employees reporting that OX function is officially insolvent after mass exodus of funds. The remaining withdrawal liquidity sat approval 180,000 as of 23 UTC. They were all triaging funds. So this is the same firm that from the Three Arrows Capital guys. I don't know why people, and it's alleging that it is hey, Cade, how are you? They're alleging, we got 420 people watching. Smash the like. But basically, they're alleging that it's insolvent. The cross is no sweeter, absolutely good. Like, yeah, this is how I get my water intake. I've been drinking like 2 of these a day, and it craves the sweet that I want sweetness. And then I'm a beverage goblin with my fresh water. Okay, back to it. Okay. Now, so yeah, stop using defunct exchanges and things that are affiliated with like bad people. I don't know. Anyways, shout out to Solana and shout out to Franklin Templeton. Franklin Templeton joins growing pile of Solana ETF applicants. We're going to talk a little bit about Solana. Also, too, HBAR ETF was applied for today by Canary Capital, and I'm so excited because HBAR, freaking cool. And my favorite, and people are going to ask me, what's your favorite project on HBAR? Karate Combat. Love them. Love HBAR, love Karate Combat. I love coins that are made in America. They're probably going to get ETFs. It's probably going to be easy trading. So Wintermute withdraws 38 million SOL from Binance ahead of $2 billion Solana unlocked. So let's go ahead and talk about this a little bit. So Wintermute withdrew 38.2 million Solana from Binance on February 24th, today, ahead of the largest Solana token unlock in history. I thought Solana's token unlock, they unlocked it daily. What do I know? Anyways, the unlock will release 11.2 million tokens valued at $2 billion on March 1st. Many of the unlocked tokens were bought at a discount in FTX auctions, potentially leading to significant selling by VCs. Analysts predict further decline. Over 15 million Solana, around 2.5 billion, will be unlocked in the next 3 months, causing even more likely downward pressure. Let's talk about that a little bit. Bullish or bearish for Solana? Shout out to France. Me personally, that's a little bit bearish right now. So if I were you, the way that I'm going to play this Solana thing, and I did buy the top of Solana because I was kind of dollar cost averaging it. Who cares? Whatever, it happens. Anyways, I'm going to be looking at important support and resistance areas, and I will be, and when my phone goes, or when my Merlin goes off, and it's the crypto tracker, and it's down below if you want to use ref link, whatever. Then what I'm going to do is then I'm going to see, do I want to buy or do I think it'll go lower? So I'm going to set alerts for specific important areas of support and resistance or support, and then I might decide to enter at that point. That's just me though. You guys would do what works for you, okay? You guys would do for you. Now, next. Pump.fun, and this is another reason why Ray is down. Pump.fun testing in-house AMM, potentially replacing Raidem as their party provider. The only thing that makes me a little bit nervous about this is I don't like centralized usage of things. It makes me a little bit nervous, but that's okay. That's okay. It happens. So we got that going on for us, okay? Let's go ahead and talk about the titty bitties here. So they've been testing their own automated market maker feature. That's what AMM is. It may divert trading volume and fees away from Raidem. Pump.fun automates liquidity migration to Raidem once a meme coin hits $69,000 market cap. How many meme coins are created on Pump.fun per day that don't hit that? Many. I would imagine. AMMs use smart contracts to set asset prices based on LP balances. Ratem's Ray token dropped 28% on the news, which makes sense. So if you're in Ray, this is good fundamental news for yourself. Now, this is a big story. Big story. Canary just filed the 19B4 for their HBAR spot ETF. It comes on heels of them amending S1 last week, which means the SEC gave comments which gives HBAR and Litecoin the best odds and pole position among current slew of altcoin ETF filings. Again, I told you I believe that Litecoin will become the first crypto spot ETF of 2025, but now with these comments on HBAR, I don't know. What do you guys think? You think it's going to be HBAR or Litecoin? Because I don't know. I feel like it's going to be, listen, I like HBAR. I like their community, but I really think it's going to be Litecoin just because Litecoin is a lot older of a project. Also, okay, it was an amendment from Eleanor. Bitwise says substantial XRP ETF demand to drive dozens of launches this year. This is from Bitwise, which is really cool, and I love it. So again, we are going to be getting a plethora. We are going to be getting a plethora of crypto ETFs that are coming. We're going to be getting them, and I'm excited. And you should be excited too, especially for like, and again, the way that we can find, where we can find information on coins that are made in America, CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, it's free. And you can see all the coins made in America and you can do your due diligence. I don't know. I feel like it's coming, man. I feel like it's coming. But yeah, and they're saying there's a substantial ETF demand for XRP, which makes sense. And it was Bitwise CEO Matt Hoff. He estimates $8 billion in JP Morgan estimates $8 billion in inflows in the first year. And they highlight Hoff from Bitwise highlights XRP's longstanding community and popularity on sexes, making it a strong candidate for ETF adoption. The SEC had acknowledged multiple XRP ETF filings, raising optimism for approval. Bitwise, Grayscale, and 21 Shares are among the first to file, with more filings expected in 2025. Bitwise also predicts that the rise of crypto ETP indices and generalized crypto exposure ETFs by the end of the year. Now, this comes from Paul Barron. And the shout out to Good Morning Crypto. U.S. crypto tax advantage for American-based projects. Do you believe President Trump will eliminate capital gains on U.S. crypto projects? This comes from this gentleman over here, and he's talking about crypto taxes. So let's go ahead and listen to his reasoning here. Again, I'm not saying they're removing taxes. I'm not saying that they're doing anything. I'm just simply playing this clip for you because this was posted on X, and I do think that it is valid.
His agenda to get people investing, building, buying, manufacturing, all the above in the United States. Mm-hmm. And so one way to do that is to say, hey, if you're a crypto investor, buy some tokens that are based out of the United States.
Also, I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm not telling you to buy anything.
And when you go to sell it, after 12 months, by the way, capital gain is after a 12-month hold. So you traders don't get, gleamy-eyed here. But after I hold this token for at least 12 months, I might get a reduced capital gains rate. Mm-hmm. And that's going to help. And why would he do that? Because it stimulates the economy in the United States. It creates jobs in the United States. What extent? But that's the theory. And I think in a perfect world, it'd be exciting. I just hope that the tokens I like are, going to be here in the U.S. Yeah. Always number one, my investors out there. You invest in what you know is best. Who cares?
So I'm just going to play that part of the clip because I think it's important. But again, I don't think that they're going to remove taxes completely. And you guys make sure to smash a like and share this. I don't think they're going to remove taxes completely. I think they are going to give tax advantages to crypto companies and to people investing in these companies. But it's going to take time. I think that is in the near future, because what better way to incentivize somebody to build in America by not giving them heavy taxes? Just my opinion. So keep that in mind. And that's why I keep pushing you guys to look at the Made in America coins. Please, thank you. Next on the docket. We are not going, I can't read this together. But this is a funny story. CZ shares his portfolio on Binance and people immediately ape to Yuri, a stable coin pegged to the euro. CZ's portfolio, which is publicly disclosed, is 98.48% BNB, 1.3% Bitcoin. Stablecoins, Uri, which is a stablecoin, and USDT 17% and 3%, and other assets less than 1%. So people went ahead and they decided to buy that stablecoin. Yeah, that was a real thing that happened. That's a real thing that happened. So can you guys not be dumb? Can we do our due diligence before we do silly things like that? Because it's not good to do that. We don't like that. It's not a good thing, you know? We don't like it. So I'm just trying to check my ticky-tacky because I'm in trouble still. But anyways, I thought it was silly. So again, moral of the story is a lot of times it is better to sit on your hands and not do anything until you've done your due diligence and stop aping into ridiculous stuff because you're going to get wrecked, okay? Make sure you guys smash a like and share this, okay? Next. Yeezy Labs, not Yeezy. I'm telling you guys, stay away from that, but you do what works for you. Invest in crypto AI startup Vana. CZ joins as an advisor. CZ is not going to just join something, okay? That's not how this man works. He is very meticulous. He's very thought out. He's very planned, and he's not going to put his name on something if it's not going to do well. So Yeezy Labs, formerly Binance Labs, okay, invested in crypto AI startup Vana, which focuses on data ownership. As part of the deal, Binance co-founder CZ joined Vana as an advisor through YZI Labs. This is really interesting because since he got in trouble for America, he's not permanently banned from doing crypto things, and it's weird, but I guess it's because it's not in his country here. I don't know. Anyways, YZI Labs, formerly Binance Labs, which is an interesting YZ Labs, so interesting name change here. Interesting name change. I don't know why they would do that, but I guess it's marketing. Anyways, Vana is down 82% since the launch. Vana lets users pool data into data DAOs, earn rewards, and own AI models, which is why I say to be very, very, very careful before deciding to invest in things. Study these things instead of just blindly aping in. Yeezy, I'm just going to call it Yeezy. Funds will expand to data DAO ecosystem and launch 16 data tokens. I don't know if that's really needed, but cool. They're going to be shifting focus to AI and biotech beyond Web3. That does make sense. CZ is actively advising multiple Yeezy Labs and portfolio companies. So good for them. All right, this is bullish news. Robinhood says SEC dismissed crypto unit investigation and latest sign of easier regulation for industry. On Friday, y'all remember Friday what happened? You guys remember that? Do you guys remember Friday? Brian Armstrong and the Coinbase team, they came out and they says they've talked with the SEC and the SEC needs to take a vote to see if they're going to completely dismiss the case against Coinbase. And the SEC just needs to vote on it. Also, they just dismissed the SEC dismissed the investigation into Robinhood, which is wonderful. And they also dismissed their case or their probe into OpenSea. This would have not happened if we were under a previous administration. So this is bullish and this is very, very exciting. Expect to get guidelines coming soon, in my personal opinion. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this over here. This is very important. Saylor met with new SEC crypto task force this Friday. Hold on a second. Woo. Okay. So Saylor met with the SEC crypto task force on Friday. And this is a list of all the people that they are going to meet with. Okay. So Zero Hash, a bunch of rich people. Now, the DeFi fund education and the digital chamber. So if I were you as retail, we need to let these, or actually they already met with them. This is the thing with Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor cares about Michael Saylor. Solana's not going anywhere, man. I'm incredibly bullish on Solana. It is not going anywhere. Okay. We're just having it. Listen, Ethereum's down. Everything is down as well. It is. It is what it is. So yeah, I mean, I am really, really not worried about it any way, shape, or form at all. But you got to do the clickbait titles. All right. Now I want to get back to this though. Let me make sure I share my screen for you guys. Whoopsie. Okay. All right. Now, here is the piece about Michael Saylor. Oh, here. Looks like they spoke about taxonomy and defining specific types of digital assets, among other things. So a digital commodity, a digital security, digital currency, digital token, digital NFT, Digital ABT, legitimacy establishing rights and responsibilities. This is my thing. So they're looking to establish guidelines, which is great. But at the same time, Michael Saylor does not have your guys' best interest. You have to remember, he is an accredited investor. He doesn't care about you. He does not care about your feelings, and it's not going to end well for retail. I'm actually going to go ahead and to Grok this really quickly because we didn't have enough time to really go through it, but I'm curious to what Grok is going to say. Okay, let's see. Oh, it does it on the side over here. Fancy. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and make this open. Okay. Let's go ahead and read. We just Grok this over here. Okay. Memes are destroying Solana, so stop participating with them. Okay. So this is what Grok said about Michael Saylor. He is the executive chairman of MicroStrategy, blah, 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 blah. The framework detailed in this document proposes a Bitcoin reserve, universal standards for digital assets, and measures to foster industry growth while ensuring compliance and investor protection. Anytime somebody uses the term investor protection, it's not a good thing. Because they're not talking about the rich people and the wealthy people, the Michael Saylors. They're talking about you and I, the middle class. This initiative aligns with Saylor's ongoing advocacy for Bitcoin, including MicroStrategy's $9.9 billion investment in over 252,000 Bitcoins, and follows his recent support that President-elect Donald Trump's Bitcoin policies. So basically, this is more so about him, and this is more so helping the SEC and other regulatory bodies create framework that benefits him, not retail. So be very, 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 very careful. Very careful. Now, this came from Miss Hester Purse. I am bullish on Solana. Jeez Louise, you guys. I love Solana. I have a big bag of Solana and Ethereum. It's going through a hard time right now. Solana's going to be okay. It will. Now, one of the things we need to talk about, Hester Purse put out this document over here. Okay, put out this document over here. And it's basically she also quoted Bob Dylan, which is amazing. I love that. I love music about it. Regulations remain unclear, likened to an escape room. After 5 years, Crypto Task Force aims to provide clarity. SEC seeks feedback on improving crypto market regulations and clarity. Public input, including from skeptics, is encouraged to shape solutions. Anyone can submit feedback via the RFI on the SEC's website by April 21st, 2025. And I'm going to do that. And I suggested that you all do the same. I'm going to actually put the link in the chat for you guys, so you can all comment on it. The reason why is I would like you all to tell the SEC that you want the same privileges that accredited investors get. That's what I want you guys to do. You need to do it. If you don't do it, I don't know what to tell you. You have to do it. You got to do it. Anyways, babies, I got to get going because we've been streaming for almost an hour. I've got lots of work to do. Me and Lo, we got some stuff to do, and I got to pack. I'm going to be at ETH Denver. So if you're going to be, first off, Ethereum Denver is free. So go if you're in the area. All the networking events, there's a big old list of them. Go. Like if you're in the area, go to ETH Denver. Do it. It's going to be fun. So I got to pack for that. But anyway, sending y'all love and light. WendyO is out. And then I got my TikTok babes over here. Hi, guys. I'm going to answer questions for you guys for a little